SharkyBreath.
He plays video games.
Hello there and welcome back to Dredge. It is, so far as I'm aware, time for us to get heading to the Pale Reach. I did take a moment to straighten up my storage and ostensibly I guess I could have gotten rid of a lot of those infused rods. I guess never mind. Forget I said anything, because if I did that I wouldn't have the rods they were based on anymore and that would be a problem. Anyway, yeah, I just swapped out my, actually why don't I use it? I switched out my trawl net for the material harvester because I haven't used it lately. Because I bought it and I never actually used it because I haven't had any real need for the materials it would provide me. But you know what? Let's give it a shot and see what we come up with, because we got a long way to travel down to the Pale Reach. I don't think we need to make any stops on the way, but who knows? Unless I want to change up my boat style. Should I change up my boat style? Maybe not be quite so obviously eldritch on my way in? I mean, is there really a point though? I still have all these bone rods hanging off the edges of my ship, so... maybe we should just embrace it. Anyway, I'm heading south. What'd I get? Hey, what'd I get? Ooh, a sextant. Is that the one I threw overboard like a year and a half ago? I wonder if it is. I mean, probably not, practically speaking, but it would be nice to imagine that it was. Can I use hyperspeed while I'm trawling? Look at that, I can. I wonder if it affects anything negatively. It's probably fine. Okay. We gotta go south off the edge of the world. Is there actually any indication that you're supposed to go down here, aside from you downloaded the DLC and now there's a circle on your map? I didn't notice a breadcrumb quest or anything like that. I think you just kind of got to be like, well, what's that? Let's go find out. And honestly, that's exactly what I'm doing, because of course I am. There's more of this game. And I love this game. So, what's the problem? Ooh, got something. Cloth. Never a problem with having more cloth. More waterlogged, entirely ruined cloth. I mean, it's not. It's specifically not, but it feels like it should be, doesn't it? Okay. See that mountain on the horizon? I'm guessing that will be our Pale Reach, huh? And maybe this right here, the little black spot on the edge, that's where I should probably check in first. Try and figure out what the heck is going on here. Let's do it. Ooh, okay, cool, thank you. Why? What did I do to deserve this? I don't think I brought my hull repair kit with me, so I guess we'll have to go dock and see if they can help me out. Raise that net. Is that actually a pontoon? Is this the merchant? What's she doing down here? There she is. Down here to investigate the ice field too. It seems to have appeared out of nowhere. My best guess is that it drifted up from the south. Really? The entire thing did? That's almost concerning. Either way, I thought I should set up a pontoon here, but when I went to stake my claim, I noticed some old equipment on the ice. Come and check it out when you get a second. In the meantime, I've got some new rods for sale. They'll be perfect for fishing in the ice around here. Well, good, I suppose. First off, can you fix up this hole in my... Yeah, that. There we go. Great, thank you. Great. Okay, so, what are these rods you're talking about, Simple skimmer, bippity-bidoo. Oh, there's the new one. It's glowing and everything. We got the barbed ice rod. A sophisticated hook design allows it to break through submerged ice. Okay, and what's this one over here? Glacial lance. Tempered steel allows this unusually slim rod to withstand the forces of large oceanic species. Okay, so either way we're looking at... Okay, this is 3 spots, but it's ice and oceanic, and this one is 4 spots and just ice. And much slower, also. Huh. I mean, admittedly, with the speeds I'm usually dealing with these days, this doesn't make that much difference, but it's a little... It's a little counterintuitive that the bigger one is the slower one. But also, what do I really have to lose? I would have to rearrange everything if I want to install this thing, so sure! I guess I should probably clear up the net first before the thing goes into storage, huh? Okay, let's see here. To storage. Couldn't find space for the item, but I just cleaned up in here! Okay, that's fine. We'll send it to cargo then. And you go to storage. Great, okay. Now then, I will avail you of this barbed ice rod then. We'll just swap it right in for this dredge net that I installed. That lasted a long time. Wait, what am I going to do with this then? Do I have to actually do more storage arrangement? Oh, no. Okay, give me a second. Let's see if I can... Oh, well, that was actually easy. That was actually easy, no problem. And I can also send these to cargo, because I'm going to want to deploy them now that I'm here, right? Right, okay. Good. And in which case, we can send the Stexant in there. Perfect! Perfect. It's almost like I planned things out. I didn't. Okay, and I did have my repair kit in my... Wow, I'm paying it plenty of attention. Let's talk to the traveling merchant before we do anything else. Hey again, come by for a chat? What is this place? I'm not exactly sure yet, but I have a theory. Have you heard of the legend of the Pale Reach? It's an old sailor's tale. The story goes that when the fog grows thick enough, the ice appears seemingly out of nowhere. Hours later, or sometimes days, it vanishes again without a trace. Back in the olden days, they sent a survey expedition in to investigate. Apparently, it returned with half the crew, either from mutiny or madness. Travel on the high seas in those days will do that to you, I guess. Anyway, I'm not sure about this place. It could just be regular old ice. Is there anything else you want to talk about? No. Why are we... We should probably not be here, huh? That was in the olden days. So the last time the fog was thick enough for this place to appear, that would have to be back when the Society of the Lighthouse was... You know, the Devil's Spine Society was still around, huh? I wonder how we have records of that. It just occurred to me for the first time that maybe the merchant isn't all that she seems, or isn't what she seems, you know? Because she gets everywhere before I do. And she knows things she has no right to know. Maybe I should just be thankful that she's friendly. Let's check out this icy worksite. The traveling merchant has crossed over to the nearby iceberg and is inspecting some old pieces of metal. You approach. It's so weird. This stuff seems old. Like, really old. She kicks a large sheet of metal half embedded in the ice. A thin layer of snow dislodges, revealing lines of rivet holes. And come in here, look! You follow her into a small makeshift shelter, ruined by years of harsh weather. Inside are some schematics nailed to a table, still barely legible. Nailed to it? Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense. There's probably some pretty nasty wind down here. See how they angled these sheets? And the lining of the metal around the bow. Whoever was here, I think they were constructing an icebreaker. Could you make another one using these plans? What's an icebreaker? Tell me about icebreakers. I mean, I think I know what it is, but please tell me about it. It's a reinforced structure attached to the front of ships to help them safely cut a path through ice. Yeah, that's what I figured. With these plans, I could probably make another. She trudges outside again and paces out the length of the metal scraps on the ice. We got most of the basic materials here already, but of course we're missing the most crucial pieces. An icebreaker needs specially tempered, angled metal, as well as components designed to minimize the impact to your hull. I can't see any of those here, but whoever left all this stuff here, maybe they left other pieces elsewhere? Or maybe you'll be able to find their old ship and salvage the icebreaker they already built. That would be convenient. Anyway, to build a new icebreaker, these are the parts we'll need. Icebreaker plow half, icebreaker bracing. Okay. So it looks like we're looking at 3 pieces. This half of the plow, that half of the plow, and then a thing that goes in the middle to keep it all together. Okay, well, I don't have any of that stuff, so thanks. All right. Well, fine. I suppose I should probably explore then, but maybe I should do it in the morning because it's already 7:30, and going into a new zone in this game when it's already nightfall is maybe foolish. And maybe interesting, but also maybe foolish. Okay, is that actually stuff that needs to be exploded with explosives? No, that needs the icebreaker. Okay. Speaking of explosives, maybe I should grab one of those from storage just in case it comes up. That's the reason I've saved them for this long, after all. Okay, let's see here. Storage. Toss me an explosive. Okay. Okay. And is there... Well, hang on a second. Why don't I have a look at what we got in this region that I should be keeping an eye out for, huh? Okay, we got... ice fish, coastal fish, ice fish, ice fish, ice fish, ice fish, ice fish, ice fish. That's not a fish, that's a squid. I guess squids are fish-ish, fish-ish-ish. We got crabs, we got 2 crabs. 2 crabs total. And then I'm pretty sure they've got that one exotic fish. Okay. But I'm not going to use the exotic bait because I don't want to cheat the process. I want to experience this as it was before the iron rig got added, you know? Okay. It looks like all these paths... Wait a second. Is that path actually open? Can I navigate that? Let's see if I can navigate that. I like the haunting pipe music we got going on around here. It's very nice. Why are there Why are there those down here? I thought that was a whole thing from the cliffs. What are they doing down here? I guess we do have cliffs down here, but still seems a bit odd. What's this? Disturbed water. Let's see what we got. Ice fish. Pretty on the nose, isn't it? Let's see what we got. One of few vertebrates with transparent blood. Its glassy flesh blends in with the surrounding ice. Is it actually a camouflage thing? Did it change its biology through evolution strongly enough that its blood is blending into its background? That's impressive. I didn't know that was a thing that would happen. Neat. Okay, what about you? That is a different fish. It's very similar in structure to the ice fish, but something different. Let's see what we got. Toothfish? Really? As one of the largest fish inhabiting sub-zero water, this voracious predator fills the same ecological niche that sharks do. Really? But it's not a shark itself. It just eats stuff. It fills the eating niche. Eating niche. What's this? That's an ice fish. That's ice fish. We're not going to worry about fishing these things out. Not my first exploration into the... Well, what's this? The photographer. What are you doing here? Fisherman, I didn't expect to see you this far south. Well, this is a fortunate turn of events. There's a narwhal somewhere in this ice field. I couldn't get any further in, so I've been trying to take a picture from here with no luck. I tried placing some scraps of fish on that ice sheet over there to entice it, but I didn't have enough to hold its attention for long enough. I only caught a glimpse. I don't suppose you have any fish you'd be prepared to donate to the pursuit of wildlife photography? Fill the space entirely with any fish you'd like. I can't imagine the narwhal's too picky. Apparently I need more fish. Okay, well, let's drop what I've got in there for now. Toothfish, ice fish. One more of each would probably do it. Can I interact with this at all? Absolutely not, but I can see that I got some fish on there now, so that's nice. We're making progress. Let's go get another toothfish and another ice fish. Should finish this off nicely. There we go, one ice fish. I didn't fish out the toothfish spot, did I? Oh, I did. Okay, fine. Well, let's just get some more ice fish then. 3 more. You can do it, right? I believe in you. 1. We're at low already. 2. 1 more. 3. Depleted, but I got the fish we need. All right, let's feed that narwhal. Hi, photographer. I don't think I actually remembered the voice I gave you, but this is the one you got now, so I hope you're okay with it. There you go. Ice fish, ice fish. Ice fish. Tile them all in there. There we go. That's perfect. Now, cut your engines. We need to wait in complete silence. Are they that sensitive, narwhals? I thought that there was a whole problem with them. No, I was thinking of manatees. Manatees tend to swim into people's engines, and it's terrible for them, and terrible for the engines probably as well, but that's less concerning. We can fix those. We can't fix flesh. Well, I mean, we can, but usually... Anyway, rule. Silence. Got it. Waiting in silence. Shh! I think I hear something up there under the ice. Oh, there it is. That's not a narwhal. Feeding time. Feed the narwhal. What on earth was that thing? I'm not sticking around to find out. Okay. Are you gonna leave then? You're still here. The photographer is hurriedly packing camera equipment into boxes. She seems very on edge. You know, that was no regular narwhal. It seemed voracious and hyper-aggressive. Animals like that tend to be very unpredictable. These ice fields aren't safe with that thing around. You should consider turning back. I'll be out of here as soon as I pack my things away. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. It's also the middle of the dang night because you had me cut my engines and wait for the narwhal for half the day, which is reasonable. Like, it's the only way to get that thing to happen, I suppose. But also, was that a good thing? Hang on. It occurs to me, are there fishes here that only come out at night? I didn't think to check. There are. Look at that. But it's not this guy, because this is an ice fish. This is that same ice fish patch that I depleted earlier. They've already repopulated it. Populated it. Which is pretty impressive. Hi. I see we're going to have regular gales around here. Well, good to know. Yes, I am going back to sleep for the night, because why would I be out here? I mean, even with the ice floes around me at the middle of the night, it's not exactly safe. And now there's apparently some sort of voracious narwhal, so that's fun. It had claws. It had hands. Like, I don't think narwhals normally get that. Yes, hello, Brain Cloud. I am indeed here. You are correct. Merchant, you got anything to say about this narwhal? No. Well, that's okay. That's okay. And I think I threw all my fish at the narwhal, so let's just have a rest. Okay. Perhaps I should drop my crab pots here, Crab pots. There are plenty of crabs here. It's 100 meters deep, though. Does this actually not count as the proper region, perhaps? Maybe I should leave them along the path in? It's still 100 meters deep here. Oh, of course, because this is just an ice floe hanging out on the open ocean. There's not land down there for it to catch on. I did not consider. What does the encyclopedia have to say about those crabs that are around here? 50 meters plus for both of them. Well, in that case, we've come to exactly the right place. Let's we'll just put them right along the entryway here, so it's not, I don't have to go too deep in, you know? Just in case of untoward developments within the ice floes. Here we go. Now we just need to re-navigate the maze without hitting the walls, ideally. I've got a lot of stuff on board that could easily fall overboard. So I prefer not to have to, you know, go back to the iron rig and ask the survivors to rebuild the stuff that the corp had me build. Okay, okay. There's a settlement over there. I probably could have gone there last night, but unfortunately I was a coward. That's a nice fish. Not worried. And what is this? Oh, that's a chunk of the plow, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. So it's actually 4 pieces to make this thing. Okay. Dredged icebreaker plow, half. Got it. Half of an angled metal frame. It sure is. Okay. What do we got here, Any survivors? A cold wind whistles through the doorway of the only cabin still standing. Behind it, a frozen-over dig site is littered with tools and debris. So probably nobody survived this, huh? That would seem to make sense. Central camp we're at. Okay. Frozen cabin. You enter the small cabin, the door long since fallen from its hinges. A rotting table sits inside. Rotting? Does wood rot when it's this cold? I guess I don't know. A crudely drawn map of the area has been charted onto a scrap of paper. You attach it to your own map. A large book sits on the table. It's well worn from the passage of time, but you can still read the words Captain's Log etched into the cover. You open the book, its frozen spine cracking for the first time in decades. Which entry do you want to read? Oh, we're 1847. This is a ways back. Okay, so let's start with 30th May, 1847. Arrived in the floating sea ice amidst a particularly thick fog. A few channels could be seen leading into the ice, though sizable chunks float in our way, posing a hazard. I have ordered us to moor against the outer ice wall while the engineers make adjustments to better prepare the vessel. Okay. Cool. Sounds good. How about the 1st of June? How are things going? The vessel was pursued by a particularly aggressive narwhal. Some men placed fish on the ice nearby in an effort to distract it. It appeared to work, though only for a time. It resurfaced and needed satiating repeatedly. If we can't find a more permanent solution to the beast, we'll have to make sure we keep enough fish on hand to placate it. So, definitely keep fish on board. Got it. Thank you. Also, I see we have an illustration of said narwhal right there, with its glowing red horn. June 5th, 1847. As I lay falling asleep, the most almighty voice spoke unto me. It resounded from the thick ice below, at once both powerful and ethereal. There was no mistaking this as a trick of the wind, nor a jest by the crew. It did not pause for response or acknowledgement, but whispered a cryptic prophecy. A cryptic prophecy, even. I can say words. At first I could not make sense of it. 3 listeners shall hear the heart, and that I should indulge these listeners. It spoke of boundless wealth from the stars, and of eyes opening unto the world. The rest of my sleep was feverish, as my mind was plagued with the sound of the voice. It spun in my head, echoing ever louder. In the morning, the boatswain and the navigator came to me separately, claiming to have heard a sound like a heartbeat, as the men were digging yesterday. They indicated a desire to explore the eastern and western reaches of the ice field. I shall indulge them. Great! Well, that didn't take long to turn the captain to whatever nefarious cause is going on here. Is nefarious even the right word for it at this point? Ice shard. It might be more like otherworldly eldritch stuff. I don't know. I mean, of course it is, but anyway. Ice shard. Hi. Am I the third listener? Am I going to hear the heartbeat and be the third listener? Because I feel like I might be at this point. Anyway, light pierces through the ice, intensifying and concentrating into a glow in the center. A dark form takes shape against the light. Oh no. The heartbeat happened even before I listened to it. Great. Place an ear to the ice, I guess. Sure. A distorted voice echoes from within. Are you the captain? Should I assume you're the captain?
Don't disturb the ice.
Who are you?
Captain, the expedition. Chart the ice field appeared suddenly through the ice.
Shadow of a captain. What happened here?
It whispered, promised stones from the stars. It knew 3 would hear the heart beneath the ice.
The voice grows louder.
It commanded 3 listeners, 3 sacrifices for 3 eyes. I obeyed, but a 4th now sees forever. Futile.
The shadow is silent for a time. Okay, so the narwhal was already here before all this went down, so whatever they unleashed is not the narwhal. Although the narwhal might be some sort of an usher. Although in that case, he probably wouldn't be attacking the ships because probably he wants something like this to be happening, where someone would come here and awaken whatever watcher. In which case, is it another defender like the Leviathan, trying to stop people from interfering? I wonder. In which case, it would probably be harder to distract with fish. I don't know. The shadow was silent for a time, and I talked the entire time. How you doing, Shadow?
Slumbering. Still. Should leave. It sees you before it whispers.
I can free him? I wonder how he would feel about that particular pursuit. I feel like he might die. In which case, maybe it would be a release? Do I have a reason not to? Let me look at my pursuits before I do anything with this. Cabin pursuits. Pale Reach. Explore the area. Let's see. Found a camp in the island in the center of the ice field. Inside the cabin was an unusual column. Inside a cabin was an unusual column of ice. A voice spoke from within. It mentioned listeners' eyes and valuable stones. It specifically mentioned 3, or was it 4? I should try to find them, whatever they really are. I swear, the Leviathan is just going to come and, like, put me in timeout at this point. Find whatever the voice in the ice was talking about. A voice speaks within the ice at the central camp. Okay, sure, listen, let's let him out! Why not? You return to the shard of ice, a dark form still shimmering deep within. Break the ice?
Do not risk breaking its senses through the ice, through the shadows. No hope.
So, I don't have the option of doing this now, but I will have the option of doing this later, once I find a particular ice pick artifact. Great. Wonderful. Leave for now. Good decisions being made every day on the regular. Now then, I need fish because narwhal. I need fish because narwhal. Fish because narwhal. Hello, fish. Just a couple of them. Just a couple should do me for now, right? I don't honestly know, but let's go until it's at low stock. There we go, low stock. Great. Now, what are we doing here? I've got a map now. Ah, look at that. Central Camp, Bleak Pontoon, which is on the map for some reason. Maybe I put it on there. We got points here, here, and here. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess let's head west. And see what we can figure out over there. Keep an eye out for new fishing spots, too, because, you know, we can always try and grab more new varieties of fish. What's this? That looks like a bonefish. Or toothfish, rather. Toothfish. Let's not make this worse than it is. Is toothfish less bad than bonefish? Probably. Although bonefish, they could just be named for having unusual bones in some fashion. Whereas toothfish implies biting. So maybe that is worse. I don't know. Okay, well this is the passage out west, isn't it? Yeah. It is, and it's certainly not available to me at the moment. Oh, but there's a fish platter here. Leaving fish here would probably attract that monstrous narwhal. And I don't have enough to do it. Okay. Okay, well, let's look for other new fish about the area, See if we can find something that would satisfy this local. Well, that's just more ice fish. That said, I only need 2 more in order to be able to... Yeah, sure, let's do it. Trophy ice fish, but that's fine. That's all going to the narwhal. I'm sure he's not picky. More meat, probably more better. I still don't even know what this stuff is worth because I haven't brought it to the merchant to sell. Oh, hey, look, it's nearly... it's nearly 4 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock. Great, well... Is attracting the narwhal going to take a bunch of time like it did with the photographer? It seems kind of likely, huh? Well, let's see what happens. Worst case scenario, I can always flee back to the central camp and hopefully get some rest for the night. I'm guessing there are madness clouds in here, but... Well, that was the heartbeat again. It's just part of the background music, isn't it? No more fish will fit onto the pile. No! Hi! He's here already! It's got some feline aspects to it, doesn't it? That should keep it satiated, at least for a little while. You'd like to think that, wouldn't you? Well, these are some unpleasantly windy little corridors. Ice fish. Let's go ahead and catch an ice fish. That's a fractaline ice fish. Crystals of ice pierce through its body, distorting scales, teeth, and fins. That sounds extremely unpleasant, and I'm so sorry. Alright, well, let's grab another one. There we go. No problem. And head... That's a claw. That's definitely a claw, though. Whose claw is this? Whatever's that big, I don't know what I can possibly... I don't think even the Leviathan can do anything about something that big. Maybe slow it down somewhat. What the heck is it? You dock against a small platform of ice formed around a gigantic clawed hand. At least we're not, denying the obvious facts. You're not the first to find this place. Remnants of a long-abandoned camp litter the ice. There's another ice shard here, too. Okay, well, let's check out the equipment first. There are very few pieces that still remain. Whoever made camp here was poorly prepared. Inside a small bag, you find a leather-bound journal. Which entry do you want to read? 4th June, 1847. The last one I read where the captain heard the voice was the 5th of June, wasn't it? I think so. Okay, so what happened on the 4th? The men spent the whole day digging. They passed up chunks of ice, some as brilliant as crystal, others of a deepest blue, more beautiful than sapphires. But none held the glow we had seen in the night. However, I did note a disturbance in the ice to the west. It began as a periodic distant rumble. As the men dug deeper, the pulsing quickened, strengthened until I could see the ice shifting on the surface. I shall have to inform the captain. It may well be that that narwhal creature we saw earlier, though this did seem much larger. As I write this, I can already feel my eyes closing. It will have to wait until the morning. Apparently he was just tired. For some reason I thought something, untoward was happening to him. But no, he was just sleepy. Sure, fair enough. Sleepy. 7th June, 1847. This morning, the captain appeared out of the fog, rowing alone. Apparently the boatswain remains at a camp in the east, waiting for nightfall. They were unsuccessful in their search, but it does make sense that the lights would be more visible at night. Tomorrow, we're to journey together to the west, toward the shifting ice that I reported. Who are you? I know the captain listed 2 people in his journal entry. The boatswain was one of them, the other one I don't remember, but it's you, it's this guy, whoever this guy is. 8th June, 1847. We are alone on a small island of ice. After hours of rowing through narrow channels, it rose through the fog, a gargantuan, monstrous claw reaching from the deep. I was going to say, did it honestly take you hours? But of course it probably took me hours too, because time is conjuncted in this game. Whatever creature it once belonged to must be long dead, as the claw is frozen solid. It would be convenient if it was dead, but I bet we're not that lucky. I wanted to turn back immediately, but the captain insisted we investigate. I feel like maybe you're supposed to be like a weedy, cowardly guy. You're the weedy, cowardly member of the party, and I haven't given you an appropriate voice for that. Oh well. He's on edge, his head turning this way and that, listening for the slightest sound. He's convinced something will happen after dark. As the last light from the cold sun fades, I have the sense that it will be a long night. Yeah, yeah. I wonder if that's the long night you're talking about is the one that's still extended to right now for you, since this is probably you in the ice shard. An unnatural spire of ice stands above scraps of snowed over equipment. A dark shape twists within. Listen to that shape, why don't you? A voice calls out, distant and distorted. Trapped forever. This prison. Get me out. Break it. Somehow free me. Okay, so this guy wants to be let out, but the captain is like, that's probably not a good idea. It'll attract the attention of whatever it is down there that he's so afraid of. But this guy doesn't know any better. Great, so who are you? The navigator. Find safe passage. Chart the ice. It came from beyond. Break it. Somehow free me. What happened? The digging. The cracked ice, like a web, awoke the ice heart. I told him. Whispers in the west. Took the boatswain. East. Returned alone. The dark figure shudders, sending vibrations through the ice. The next day, rode here. The captain saw the claws. Gripped my soul. He insisted. Made camp. Shadow of the beast. Waiting for the stars. In the night, I saw his shape suddenly swallowed by the cold. In the dark, he left me. Break it. Somehow, I can't. I don't have a thing. I can't do the thing. This cold sun, warmth long forgot. No more. Break me. Break you? Oh, you're not going to get freed. You just want to be put out of your misery, maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure. Either way, I can't help you. Sorry, buddy. All right, bye. Well, nothing creepy's going on here at all. Good thing, too. Hate to have creepy stuff going on. That's my least favorite thing. What's this? Hey, plow. Plow chunk. Give me that plow chunk. How convenient. It did not escape my notice, by the way, that the last golden thing I saw before this one was... Wait a second, 7:15. Was in the middle of an ice flow. Which means I'll have to find a way around back, because I'm not going to be able to plow my way through there until I have the entire plow. What's this? Ooh, it's big. Ooh, it's big. What is it? What's this? Where are you? Goblin shark! Yes, I love goblin sharks. They're so ridiculous looking. Let's see this thing. Using a long snout and protruding jaws, this shark snatches its prey in the darkness. Yeah, I mean, that's not inaccurate, but I feel like there's more to say about the goblin shark. I guess I don't know that much in terms of actual facts about the goblin shark, so I shouldn't criticize. But man, they're hilarious looking. Look at their freaking weird old faces. I do see that gold thing over there, but I'm gonna stay the night at the claw. What could go wrong, right? This is a great place to rest. Let's do it. Well, my goblin shark goes stale. Okay. Wait. Oh, no, there we go. That's the one I saw before. It's behind the ice flows. Okay. So this is a dead end for the time being, because I don't have the ability to get through that wall. Ah, okay. But it's blocked in on both sides, so that must be something else, huh? That must be something not relating to the ice plow itself, because it would be entirely impossible for me to get that without the plow. Okay. For a second, I thought I had to go around the outside of the, the flows, and... What's that? Is that just... That's the sun! That reflection right there in the water, that's just the sun! Okay, great. That's no problem. I want to swing back by the bleak pontoon and sell these fish before they get too rotty, you know? Maybe I should use a little haste. Can't go that way. We'll go this way. Just gotta re-navigate the corridor. Hope that the narwhal doesn't show up. I'm guessing the narwhal is going to be the local thing what comes out at night. Haven't run into that happening just yet. That's because, again, I'm a coward. And so whenever night falls, I'm just like, nope. Nope, I'm going home. But given that the records from the crew seem to indicate that they were looking for something at night so that the light would show up better, I'm guessing that's when the narwhal will become active, because I'll probably need to hunt for the same light, won't I? Yeah. Okay, so what do you think of these fish? This stale goblin shark and these extremely stale ice species. Okay, cool. They're not particularly valuable, but, that's not surprising. And also, I have $28,000, so I don't care. Let's see what we got in our crab traps, Ooh. Those horns. Incredible. Okay, we got sea stars. Let's see here. What can you tell me about sea stars? With an eye spot at the end of each arm, these stars of the deep crawl through the dim light, congregating together. Interestingly, we catch 3 at a time. King crab. Let's just swap it over here before we read it. Believed to be descendants of hermit crabs, their asymmetric bodies spiral to fill a long-lost shell. What? What do you mean? It just looks like a crab to me. What am I not understanding here? Are king crabs actually another organism inside the shell of a crab? Or are you just wording things weird to make it sound all nasty? Maybe. I don't know. Either way, cool, I guess. Great, thank you. What else we got? Any aberrations today? Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, great. That's fine. That's fine. It would almost be anticlimactic if the aberrations showed up this quickly, right? We've only seen the one for the ice fish at this point. So there's plenty to discover. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Oh, I should definitely drop off these plow chunks with the merchant before I go back in there, huh? Free up some inventory space. That seems like a great idea. Hey, merchant. What do you think of these crabs, huh? Ooh, they are valuable. Sea stars are even more valuable than I would expect. Great, sure. There you go. Thanks. Now let's talk about the thing at the icy work site, right? Icebreaker parts. Yes, okay. So we got that. We got that. So I need the bracing. Oh, there's only one part left, isn't there? This entire chunk in the center is the last part. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Well, that's... I suspect I know exactly where to find that. Presumably, we have to go to the other spot, you know, the one on the east. So let's do that. Admittedly, I spent half the day getting back to the pontoon, so this will be maybe a bit of a conjuncted trip, but nevertheless, let's see what we can do. Haunting pipes. Definitely the theme of the day in terms of the music. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hello. I wonder if the thing where it recommended that I keep fish around in order to appease the, narwhal is mostly an indication that you're going to need fish around just sort of in general in order to get through the barriers around here. Whoa, no. Oh, no, I don't like that at all. That's awful. Why does that one bother me so much? Bulbous toothfish. Vessels feed a distended, fluid-filled body. A shadow stirs inside. Oh yeah, look at that! There's a little guy in there. It looks a lot like the sailors in the ice, doesn't it? Probably nothing nearly so innocuous as a human frozen in ice for 100 years. Good. Good. Love that. Love that. Leaving fish here. Track the monster. Let's feed him this thing! As if there was more damage I could do to his system. Okay, so I need a couple ice fish. Anybody got any ice fish around here? Ice fish? Ooh, well that's not ice fish, but that is something I could check out. I do need ice fish. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's another spot over there for it? For luring the narwhal? Bit surprising. Is there a back route here to be opened up? What is this? It looks like someone built a feeding station for that monstrous narwhal. Perhaps its appetite would be satisfied by an offering of fish. Oh, is it seriously a time limit? Is it genuinely a thing where if I don't feed him for too long, then I become next on the list? Like I become today's menu? Huh. There's an unseen timer that is counting down, I presume. Okay, good. Good, that's extremely encouraging. Well, I guess I should, catch these ice fish I need, huh? Seems in my best interest to open up this side passageway as soon as possible. Because I did spend a day resting since the last time I fed the narwhal. I don't need dredge wood at the moment, but I did want to check this out. No, that's another goblin shark, but sure, I'll have it, just in case it's particularly free. There we go. Was the only one. I guess I could have atrophied him in order to get the new version, but I feel like that sort of desperate measures should be saved for when I really am trying to gather aberrations, you know? Where's the... Okay, the sun's going down. Where's that? Oh, the sun went down. It was probably a daytime fish. Okay. Well, let's go and try and feed the narwhal before things go severely south, huh? Ooh, wait. What's this? Isn't that just another toothfish? Yeah, great. I got another bulbous. My favorite thing to have around. Now, where on earth? Oh, I'm nowhere near where I thought I was. I'm nowhere near where I thought I was. I can see that glow there. No, thank you. I'm guessing that's the other plow part, but... Well, that's an aberrant ice fish, but... Okay, I can't get there because I don't have the plow, so that's something else! Something else. I might need to leave. I might do well to get out of here, huh? Oh, I can't go that way. Oh, I can't go that way. Alright. I probably should have just docked at the central camp and stayed the night there, but I also don't know if that would actually help. Madness, clouds, and everything. Okay, I don't know where the exit is, so I should probably just go back to the central camp for now, huh? Okay, that's fine. The narwhal made some noises like it was sniffing, so maybe it has to catch sight of you before it becomes a problem. It's over there. But I've been safe when I docked pretty much every time so far, so let's go ahead and rest, huh? And hopefully nobody kills me in my sleep. Great. Is the narwhal still out? I don't see him. Perhaps he does become... He goes into rest mode during the day, maybe. Okay, so where's the tray that I was using to gather fish before? This one here? Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Leaving fish here. Yes. Ice fish. And ice fish. No more fish will fit. And here comes the narwhal. The claws on that thing are definitely the same as the one I saw out west. They're the same. It's just smaller. That should keep us satisfied, at least for a little while. Apparently 1 day, best I can tell. Early signs show about 1 day. But 1 day is all I need at the moment, thank you very much. What's this? Ice fishes? Sure. It seems like it's in my best interest to keep a grid, a 4x4 grid of fish on the ship so that I can stop by that altar and try and satiate the narwhal at any given time. Yes, I did see that. Yes, I did see there's another claw over here, suggesting that this entire continent might in fact be the body of some great beast that I'm probably about to awaken, because I'm smart. A small section of metal bars covered in bracing struts, covering some bracing struts. Anyway, yes, good. Let's check in with the boatswain. Hello, boatswain. How's that claw treating you? Another makeshift camp constructed in the shadow of a frozen clawed hand. Someone was seeking these out. You don't say. Let's look at the equipment first. You rummage through the small pile of equipment in the snow. Most items are stuck fast to the ice, but inside a small backpack you find an old journal. Which entry do you want to read? 2nd June, 4th June, 5th June. 5th June is when the captain heard the voices, if I remember correctly. Alright, 2nd of June, 1847. Captain ordered us to make camp on the ice in the center of the lagoon. After we saw those lights in the ice, everyone's got treasure on their minds. Why, though? Why does light in the ice mean treasure? That doesn't make any sense. Also, this almost looks legible. The words on the page above. It's not really, though, is it? It just looks legible. Anyway, treasure hunting isn't exactly what the expedition was commissioned for, but given the captain gets the lion's share of whatever we find, it doesn't surprise me that he's willing to bend the rules a bit. We'll start digging after the camp's done. Okay, 4th June. How'd this going? Spent the day digging down in the ice. Shovels and ice picks. Can't remember the last time I was this tired. We were only allowed 2 short breaks all day. Down in the pit, as I rested with my back against the ice, I started hearing something. It was different to the sounds of the picks. They were short and sharp. This was low, a rumble from deeper down. On my first break, it was occasional, only a few each minute. By my second break, it had quickened like a heartbeat. Oh, good, the heartbeat we were supposed to have heard. Good. Wonderful. 5th June. The captain overheard me telling some others about the sound I heard in the pit. Before I knew it, I was in front of his desk, sure I was about to have my pay docked. To my great surprise, he seemed to know something of it already. He was keen on hearing it described, over and over. He wants me to help locate the source of it. When he pressed me on it further, I said that it did seem to be coming from the east. Tomorrow, we're setting off to see if we can find it. Perhaps I shall get a bonus after this is done. Oh, such foresight. Paying attention very closely. I heard the noise like a heartbeat in the ice. The captain's excited about it. I get money. Hooray! Ice shard. An unnatural spire of ice stands above scraps of snowed-over equipment. A dark shape twists within. How you doing, buddy? An anguished voice cries from deep within the ice. Help me. Frozen. So many years. Free me. Please. Break the ice. Who are you? I am. The boatswain. The expedition. The terror. Please. Memory of a boatswain. Break the ice. What happened? The figure contorts through painful shapes. We saw lights dancing in ice. Dug deep. Didn't know. I heard it. The heart beating under ice. The cracking. Waking the noises in the east. I went. The captain brought him here to find it. The hand in the night. Shadow of claws. The captain brought who here? The navigator? Or, oh no, you brought the captain here. The captain brought him here. Got it. The darkness shrinks. I turned away. Just a moment. The pain. The claws. My back. So cold. So dark. Under ice. Please, break the ice. I can't, but I'll try. Silence it. You must shatter. I am assuming at this point that the golden artifact that I can't get to until I have the ice plow is probably this pick, isn't it? Please, break the ice. No. I'm leaving. Bye. Way to be dumb about the stuff that you did and not understand the consequences of your actions. Where did that... There was a gold thing. I saw it. And now I don't see it anymore. No, I already got it. Man, I went there first. What the heck am I talking about? Okay, any new fishes? What's you? Oh, what is this? It's a lizard fish. I guess I can see why it's called that, yeah. Tile it in right there. As one of the deepest apex predators, these fish try to eat anything they encounter, including their own kind. Is that so? Good to know, I suppose. Should I get a second one on board and see what they do? I mean, they're probably dead, so it doesn't matter, but, you know. Principle of the thing. There we go. Make an Ouroboros out of them, kinda. Better if I tile them this way. But yeah, great, I did it. I also depleted the spot, and that's fine. Okay, so what's that over there? Treasure. Well, given that I have to go all the way back to Little Marrow in order to sell treasure, I'm less concerned about that. I want to get one of them, angled fishes. The ones that I saw out in the central area, and then it went away because day broke. Or not day broke, but night fell. That's the opposite of day breaking, as it turns out. What are you? Not what I'm looking for. Okay. Pretty sure it was over in this corner somewhere. What is that down there? What path is that? Oh! That's the exit? I was thinking I was coming from the west. I'm really bad at navigating right now, it seems. For whatever reason, the ice flows just have me completely stumped sometimes. Whatever, let's just go back to the pontoon. It's fine. It might not be fine. It occurs to me that in doing this, I'm probably inviting the narwhal to be quite hungry when I get back. But, nah, it's fine. Let's just leave the... Well, let's check the crab traps for aberrations, but let's leave the crabs inside them, because then, theoretically, next time I go out, I can just gather these and feed those to the narwhal. And satiate him that... Whoa. Satiate him that way. King's Wreath. A clockwork crown of claws. A cycle of succession in the deep. Huh. Okay. Yeah, sure, that seems reasonable. They are kind of spiraling around that central eyeball, although they go opposite directions. I guess it's not so organized as the name suggests, or the description suggests, the clockwork thing, you know? They're sort of spiraling whatever direction they can. Yeah, fair enough. Sounds good. She loves the sound of rain against her roof, but it's snowing. Anyway, have all these fish. I won't regret this decision, I'm sure of it. Icy worksite. Icebreaker. There we go. That's everything. Let me just warm my hands up a little, then I'll get started. Installing icebreaker. And it's taking all day. Alright, I think that should do it. Icebreaker, equip the icebreaker. I did it. The front of your ship can now break through chunks of ice. Go ahead and test it out. I'll be watching from here. I'm gonna do that next time though, huh? Because number one, it's the middle of the night. Number two, I've been going about an hour. So, great. We're here, Pale Reach. And I think I'm making some pretty good headway on what it is there is for me to do around here. So this may be briefer than expected. However, it may very well be that I'm going to release whatever that giant beast is, and then I have to deal with the consequences of my actions, which would be nice for a change, right? I don't get many consequences, it turns out. Most of the Leviathan just has to deal with everything, and that guy's got to be getting sick of me. Anyway, thank you for watching. Next time, we'll go break some ice and see how that goes for us, eh? Alright, cool. See you next time.